with another episode of Impact underway with AEW champion Kenny Omega. There, we have to review it, and I guess let's just say that maybe it was good last week because of all the hype, but this episode was quite interesting, and we have a main event at Hard to Kill come January. That is a main event you won't want to miss. We talk about all that and more on this episode of Kimmy Talks Wrestling, where we are dissecting the December 15th episode of Impact on Access TV. We are starting right now. So, I don't know if maybe there was just so much hype to Impact. I was so excited last week, but last night's episode sucked. And like I said, if you don't know and you're new, and maybe you're just tuning into this to know like my opinion on Impact, I actually started watching Impact first. I joked with this with Izzy that I started watching wrestling backwards because I started watching Impact, and then I started watching WWE, then Ring of Honor, and then everything else. So, fun. But I don't know what was wrong last night. Like, the only good segments were the stuff with Kenny. Like, everything else, I was just like, what? So, I did not watch the pay-per-view Saturday, so I was also, like, I also didn't read the results. I was also, like, kind of confused. I was like, what the hell is going on? But let's get started. So, the opening contest was Tennille Dashwood, also known as Emma, versus Alicia Edwards. And this was going off of last week because Alicia and Tennille were friends, and then, like, they separated because Alicia was focused on what Eddie Edwards was doing with Sami Callihan. Dashwood won because Caleb with a K, whoever that is, interfered. And then Sami appeared on the Titantron and said he wants a revenge against Eddie Edwards. The match was okay. I mean, I especially thought in WWE, like, they just underused Emma because Emma is really talented. I mean, the whole thing with, like, the Women's Revolution, we all argue, like, Paige and Emma was the match that started that. Like, hello. So, I don't know. Like, it was okay. Not the best match I've seen, but And, you know, Sami Callihan's cool, too, so I'm excited to see what happens with that. Next was Steels and Hogan versus Rosemary and Taya to advance to the finals of the Knockouts Tag Team Championship match. And Deonna interfered here. She attacked Rosemary off the apron, and Taya was distracted, so Hogan and Steels get the win. And I really hope they do win the titles. They are such a great tag team. Like, Hero Hogan's especially really underrated, in my opinion. And I'm just saying that I've watched Impact a total of 2 weeks, guys. But she's really good. I mean, this tag match also was not the best match I've seen. Like, especially the spot where Deonna was doing the move to Rosemary on the apron. Like, she just stood there for a good, 2 minutes, and the camera was right there. Like, bad camera angles, guys. But, I mean, it was okay. Like, I just thought this episode was okay. Like, I don't know if I'm just in a bad mood because of, like, Raw was crap on Monday, but then the main event was obviously, so I'll go to all the Kenny stuff first. I'll go in order. So Kenny was on the bus with Dawn, and he was hyping up Carl, like, you know, you call yourself the Machine Gun, but they're the Motor City Machine Guns. Like, you gotta get your name back. You gotta beat Chris Sabin. Like, you gotta beat Chris Sabin. You gotta show who they are. Like, you gotta make a name for yourself. Like, really hyping him up to, like, bring him back to that heel Carl Anderson that we saw in Ring of Honor or New Japan with the Bullet Club. And this stuff was really good too, because I feel like Kenny's really embracing himself as the cleaner, and he's really embracing this new role of, like, he's been heel before, but, like, heel on another company. So this stuff was really good too. Like I said, to me, in my opinion, the only good stuff was the Kenny stuff. But again, I gotta get used to watching Impact on Tuesdays. And the paid ad with Tony Squared, I was literally crying. So best part of Impact. So they do this paid ad, and Khan was like, Shivani had, like, the line of the night where Shivani was just like, you know, when you ask your smart TV to turn on Impact on Access TV, the smart TV just asked you why. Why are you doing that? It was so funny. You know, keep hinting the fact that, you know, like, I'm paying for these ads, I'm paying for this, like, you're not paying me for anything. You're welcome to come with Kenny. Well, tonight. You're welcome to come with Kenny tonight in his match against Joey Janela. This was just so funny and so good. Like, keep doing this every week, because I'm crying. Like, Whew. And then the main event that sets up our main event for Hard to Kill. So it was Chris Sabin versus Carl Anderson. This match was really good. This deserved to be the main event. These are two very, I don't want to say underutilized, but like, because the Morrissey Machine Guns, like, they're just amazing. And the Good Brothers are good too. But as singles competitors, these two are also really good. This match maybe went for 15 minutes, but it was still really good. I believe Anderson won, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, he won. And then the whole thing, like, Rich Swann got involved because Rich Swann was, like, getting involved with Anderson. Like, I believe we're supposed to see that Rich Swann is trying to say, like, Kenny's not the real champion. I'm the real champion. Like, I have the Impact title. And then Kenny's on the bus, and Kenny's like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. I'm about to show them, like, what I'm really made of. And Don's like, oh God, what are you doing? So now Kenny comes and he is attacking the Morrissey Machine Guns. He's attacking Rich Swann. And then, because Don Callis is the EVP of TNA, he's like, you know what? I'm making this match. It's going to be Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Rich Swann and the Morrissey Machine Guns at Hard to Kill. And that is your main event. So I'm intrigued because I know that this is definitely leading to, like, Kenny versus Swann, and then Kenny's gonna win the title. But I'm very intrigued of, like, why you're making it a 6-man. Like, are you trying to hint that the Morrissey Machine Guns are gonna go to AEW to versus the Young Bucks? Like, we've all been waiting for? Like, I don't know. But like I said, I thought the episode of Impact was okay. It wasn't the best thing I've seen. It wasn't the worst thing I've seen. But I am very intrigued to see what they are really doing, and especially because WWE's numbers are dropping. Like, if you do not know, the Raw ratings were crap on Monday. They only did like 1.5 million people, which is really low for them. So now Impact and AEW can really take advantage of this because now, like, look, everyone's watching AEW, everyone's watching Impact because they want to see what's going to happen. Like, why is this all really going on? Why is Sting on AEW? What's Kenny going to do on Impact? What Impact star is going to jump to AEW first? It's all fairly new because we haven't seen an angle like this in years. So it's interesting. It keeps the fans wanting more, and that's what Vince needs to do. So if there's any time where Vince needs to change what he's doing, it's right now. So yeah, it's my rant. Make sure to like this video if you watch Impact. Comment what you thought of the show. Make sure to click that bell for notifications and subscribe. I will be back on Friday with my TLC predictions with Izzy. Woo! And then Saturday you will get tomorrow. I did this way out of order. Tomorrow you'll have your Dynamite review. Friday you'll have me and Izzy's predictions. And then Saturday you have our SmackDown review. And then Monday I have one of my very good friends coming on to review TLC with me, and I'm super excited for that. So make sure to tune into all new exclusive content this week, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at Kimmy_WWE and Instagram at Kimmy Talks Wrestling. And I will see you guys tomorrow for our Dynamite review. And if you did not check out the video before this, I exclusively unveiled my pro wrestling crate for the month, so check that out too. Bye guys.